Oh, he's cute. Oh. Hi. Hi, cutie. It's precious. I just probably like, what are they doing? Aww. I want to pet his little face.
Should have brought him a fry.
Maybe we could give him a Sour Patch Kid.
It's probably not good.
Give him diabetes. Oh. Look at his little
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are you videoing?
I am. Oh, he's just so cute.
Clearly, you need to take him home.
No, come on. Seagull's laughing at us. What if like some bird of prey came? Oh, look at his little butt.
Yes, I'm actually imagining that that's exactly what will happen. Like,
That's why he's looking. You see
Pop
him.
comes on down. Oh, his little mouth though. Oh my god.
We can't stand here all day watching him. Good evening, beautiful people. It is time for me to roll up my windows. It's about, oh wow, it's late. It's about 7:35 on Thursday, April 23rd. I should know the date. I've been writing it all day. Pretty sure. Let's see. Much has been happening. The pause is because there's just, I'm not sure where to start. So today was good. Good enough. Physics and chemistry and math as usual. I got to turn in a redo of last week's, or my last math test to get some additional points, which is great, and always very generous of my teacher. So that was good. And chem, we've been working on valence electron structure, orbitals, and things like that. Orbital hybridization, basically, which has been thoroughly confusing, but I think I'm starting to get it. Physics was review for a test next week, and then physics lab was interesting. It didn't have us log on to our computers today. We had a paper form to fill out that we did various physical activities and measured things we did during them to then calculate our force and work and power. So like running up a flight of steps, we measured the time it took and the distance from, the bottom top in the Y direction. And from that, we worked out force and power and work. And we did push-ups, and we jumped in the air, and we pulled a weight across a table and lifted away. Like we thought he was kidding at first, and we thought, like, when somebody had from another class had said, "Oh, you're going to be doing push-ups in physics," we thought they were joking or that it was a metaphor or something. But no, we were actually doing push-ups in physics. So it was a strange but interesting lab. And that's done now. It's Thursday, so I have the weekend to study. I have a mimosa brunch on Sunday at a friend's house, which should be fun. What really has my mind occupied right now, though, and is going to take some work and planning and researching, is my mom, who has been living in Colorado for the last 4 years, has been planning on moving out here in the beginning of the summer. And things are finally starting to kind of move and shake with that. Something that I've kind of had in mind for a while has been that I need to move closer to school, because these, 1.5 hour commutes each way every day have been a little difficult to contend with. So I was thinking, she needed a place to live once she got out here. And if we moved in together, which I've done before, so I know how to do, if we moved in together, we'd be able to both get a bit larger place, and I would actually be able to afford it and cut back on my gas and have more time, etc., etc. But also, my current roommates have been thinking about moving as well and getting an upgrade on our current house. And so with the 4 of us being able to contribute to rent, we can afford something a lot better. So right now we're looking at home rentals in several different areas with different needs for each one, depending on where we would move. My hope is something closer to school, but maybe also just an upgrade closer where we currently live, or maybe something between my current school or where I end up going to school next year. So just lots of things to think about, but it's very exciting. I like moving. Besides for the actual moving part, I like the planning, and I like the inevitable purge that's involved when you move, and getting rid of stuff, and I like reorganizing, and I like being in a new area. So it's very exciting to see what happens with that, but it's looking like we would try and get a place by the beginning of June. So it's very quick. Another exciting thing that happened today was I got a notification from the Mesa Center, Math, Science, Engineering Achievement Center, letting us know that NASA is doing a spring internship for community college students that would be mostly online, like 5 days a week, and then with some on-site visits during the week at a local NASA resource center. And it's specifically on aerospace engineering. So it's right up my alley, and would be incredibly cool and interesting, and it's all very exciting. So I need to write a personal 300-word statement, which isn't very many words, about why I would want to do this. I need to get a letter of recommendation from a teacher or faculty member, and then I need to submit it all by the 10th, I believe. So I'm going to try and get that done as soon as possible, and that would just be super neat if something came of that. And then I had my birthday last week, which was very cool, just about a week ago. So Friday was my birthday, April 17th. I turned, 27, which I can hardly believe, but it also feels like I'm already, 35 or something, even though I'm a college student who's just starting out and has a long way to go and is broken. No, but I turned 27, and Saturday, I had a Star Trek movie marathon at the house, which was I love movie marathons. I love movie theater food, and so I did something similar last year with, God, what did we watch last year? Oh, Lord of the Rings. I watched Lord of the Rings movies, and we did movie theater food, and so I like the low-keyness of it. I like not going out and doing a thing and feeling pressured and having to coordinate and make people spend a bunch of money to do a thing. Like, I like being in. I'm a homebody, and I like watching movies, and I like being in my pajamas, and I like eating food. And so we did all of that, and that was great. We started with Galaxy Quest, which I personally believe, and I know many do, is one of the better Star Trek movies. And I will continue saying that because I think it's hilarious. But we started with Galaxy Quest, and then we watched Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan, and then we moved on to Star Trek 3 and 4. And after that, I didn't want to watch any of the other original movies, not even Generations. So I then went on to the 2009 Star Trek reboot, and then with that, I kind of finished with the original cast, and then I went on to the Next Generation movies with, let's see, I think we watched like 7 and 8 and 9. I had also Nemesis to watch, but it was already like 11 o'clock by the time we finished. Gosh, I can't even think of names of anything right now. The second Borg movie, the one where they take over the ship and they go back in time, and they have to save. Oh, First Contact. So by the time we finished First Contact, it was just late, and, you know, people had things to do the next day, so I didn't watch Nemesis, which I like. I know a lot of people don't really like it, but baby Tom Hardy is adorable, and I like the Patrick Stewart storyline, and I think it's a fun movie. So we did that on Friday, which was lots of fun, and on Saturday, and the Friday before, because Angel and I are birthday sisters. Her birthday was on Thursday, mine was on Friday, but she had her party on Friday doing karaoke at a local place, which was a lot of fun. She totally killed it. She was just amazing. Shivers down my spine. She was super on that night. So we were out till like 2 in the morning, which is when the bar closed. And then Kat and I got tacos from Jack in the Box. And by tacos, I mean tacos and also burgers and fries. And so I didn't go to bed until about 3 o'clock. So fortunately, the next morning for my party, we only had to get up. And, you know, I got up at like 9, cleaned the kitchen furiously because it was a mess. And then was ready by the time people got there to start movies about like 10:15, 10:30. So it was a very eventful weekend. I was able to get a bunch of homework done on Sunday and Monday. And then I didn't go to class on Wednesday because it was just going to be math class, and we were just working on a worksheet, which, you know, every class is valuable, but not having a lecture really doesn't make it feel worth it to drive all that way. So I stayed home, didn't go back to sleep, even though I was awake at 5 a.m. I didn't go back to sleep, so I was able to get a bunch more done, which is great. Something else that's been going on lately is I've been I want this year to be more health focused. Like, I have a hard time with setting goals for myself and following through, so the idea of setting goals feels like I'm setting myself up to disappoint myself. So right now I'm trying to be more health conscious because I know I need to do something, I want to do something, and I know if I think that I have to wait until I'm out of school, that it's just never going to happen. So I had I got myself a yoga mat from Ross for like $7, which was really wonderful. I hadn't had a yoga mat in a long time. And I've been wanting to get back into it because I know that I've lost a lot of flexibility and, you know, just being larger in general and unhealthier in general. I thought that yoga might be a good way to get myself back into doing something, especially since I quit the gym, like I told you in my last couple videos. So I got myself a yoga mat, and Kat referred me to yoga with Adrian on focuses on a different kind of routine, yoga for meditation, yoga for the abs, things like that. Each video is about 20 to 30 minutes a piece, so I've been trying to do that every day. The last week, I think it's been more like yoga every other day, 30-day challenge, because I've been forgetting, or I've been so exhausted and I've had to go to sleep in order to, be able to function the next day. But I am keeping up with it. I haven't quit. I just maybe skip a day here and there. I've also been, even though not really dieting, just kind of trying to be more conscious of my food and staying under my calorie goals. And one of the super exciting things that happened was my dad's girlfriend, Linda, such a super sweet, wonderful woman, and I'm so excited because they're visiting in August, and she's going to come with my dad. So people who haven't met her yet get to meet her, and I get to see her again, and she gets to see where we live, and it's all very exciting. But she was so generous, and she got me a Fitbit for my birthday. So I have a new hot pink Fitbit Flex that I have been wearing since last Friday, day and night. I want to keep it on at all times. I want to find out, how much I'm actually walking around school, which turns out is about 2 miles. And I want to, track my sleep, and I want to, track my activity, and I want to keep track of my food and all that. So I think by nature of trying to be more conscious of everything I'm doing, hopefully that will make a difference, because right now I'm sure, people in my life have noticed, but I'm at a high, an all-time high in terms of weight, which feels awful on certain levels, but it's also something, I wasn't surprised by it when I actually weighed myself. I've been, depressed lately, besides for just so many years of stress and bad eating habits and genetic predisposition, like all these things. I'm not surprised, but I know I can improve it, and I want to. So yoga and being conscious of what I eat, my Fitbit, I'm all very excited. My knee has been really angry at me, and I'm hoping that I haven't done irreparable damage, which is part of why I'm focusing on losing the weight to take the stress off my knee, which was a problem before I gained all the weight. But now it's just exacerbated. So I'm hoping it's not beyond repair, because it's putting a little bit of a damper on certain things that I can do in yoga, which isn't the end of the world. I'm adjusting, but it's also affecting how much I can walk around and run around and bend and do things at this point, more so than it ever has before. So it's a goal. It's a thing. 27 is going to be a good year. I'm going to do good things for myself. I also found out that I'm doing better in my Calculus 2 class than I thought I was. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Physics I'm still unsure about. But, if all goes to plan, then I will be enrolling for Physics 41 next semester for the summer, which will keep up my time. Something else that happened was Monday, my only class canceled in the morning, or the night before, and Brandy had the day off of work, and Angel had the day off of work, and Kat had the day off of work. So it's just kind of serendipitous, and we decided to go to the beach. It was a really foggy, sunless kind of day, but it was wonderful. It wasn't too cold because it wasn't very windy, but we drove up to Stinson Beach and spent a few hours there, and it was just great.
Too perfect, yeah. And then it's not anymore. How far are we going?
Angel was adorable and started playing in the sand right away, digging a hole, and she called me over to join her, and I was very trepidatious. I didn't want to get very sandy, but I sat in the sand anyways, and what ended up happening was I buried myself in sand. Like, at first it was just, I'll put a little bit on my leg, and then, I put a little bit on my other leg, and then once Brandy joined us and started helping cover cover me up. It went south. We ended up covering my entire lower torso. Brandy built me a backrest so that I could lean against it. And we probably would have done more, but it was just, my butt hurt too much from sitting on the sand. Like, there was no way I could build a butt cushion after the fact. So it was a lot of fun. I got super soaked, covered in sand. Sand was everywhere, but it was a really great day. It was, you know, relaxing. I had a lot of homework to do when I got home that evening, but it was worth it.
Oh, now he's got it. Oh.
So, I still, you know, I think I'm depressed. It's not something that just goes away because you have a good day. But things are starting to look up. My mom's going to be moving out here soon. I haven't seen her in a long time, so I'm very excited about that. My dad and Linda are coming out to visit in August, and I haven't seen them in a long time, so I'm also excited to see them. We're probably going to be moving soon to some place that's better in terms of size and layout and kitchen, and hopefully, you know, location in terms of being close to my school. So that's exciting, and it looks like I'm not going to completely run out of money before I thought I did, so that's exciting. I have a Fitbit, and that's exciting. I'm heading home, and it's the weekend, so that's exciting. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm looking forward to stuff, which is really great. I'm not just dreading everything. And, you know, I'm feeling good enough to give you guys a vlog. Even though I could be listening to Ready Player One on audiobook right now. Which is part of the reason why you haven't heard from me in a while, especially not anything of length, because the most recording time I have that I can actually devote to talking to you guys is during my drives. But recently, I've had really great audiobooks to listen to, so I haven't wanted to waste any time. I listen to them in the car, I listen to them as I walk to class. I just listen all the time. I finished The Martian by Andy Weir, which was so fucking good. One of the best books I've read in a long time. It's definitely in my top 3. I'd say, one of my top 3 books of all time. Top 5, I don't know. It's hard choosing a book. It's like choosing children. But it's wonderful. It's so good. It's so well written. It's interesting, and it's very topical to my interests, and it's hilarious. And the guy who read it was just perfect. And then I found out that they're already making a movie that's going to come out in November, right before Star Wars comes out. And it's got Matt Damon, that's the guy. It's got him, and it's got Idris Elba, I believe, and Jessica Chastain, and other awesome people in the movie. And it's directed by he has a name. He's awesome. He does cool things. I don't remember, but you can look it up on IMDb. So I'm super excited about that. And once I finished The Martian, which was really quick because it was only 10 hours long, which isn't much for an audiobook, and I ripped through it in less than a week. But then I found a copy of Ready Player One on audiobook. I had taken the book from Adam because I really wanted to read it, but I haven't had any time to do any actual reading. I have so many books that I want to read at this point, so I was delighted that I was able to get Ready Player One on audiobook, which is read by Will Wheaton, which is fantastic. And this story is really great and engaging and fun and well written and interesting, and I encourage you to read it, especially if you're into video games or 80s culture and all. Just a great story, which has also apparently been optioned for a movie with Steven Spielberg as director, but there aren't any release dates or cast who wrote Ready Player One is Ernst Cline, just to credit where credit is due. So yeah, this is a long vlog already. I will get off my phone and start listening to my book again. But I love you all, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.